Language is the most important part of our lives. From about the age of 3, we can naturally communicate our thoughts in a way everyone can understand. Without even realizing, we form grammatically correct sentences containing a simple predicate, a simple subject, and conjunctive adverbs. In fact, we rarely think about how to form each sentence we speak, but we seem to create thousands of sentences composed of billions of potential word combinations fabricated from trillions of letter combinations that were only invented for the exact purpose of your use, to convey your thoughts. But how complex is English really? The answer is quite difficult for us to answer. In Bill Bryson's The Mother Tongue, we begin to look at English as a language and how it became what it is today. By comparing English to the endless, ever-growing, and ever-receding language populations, we can finally know, once and for all, the complexity of our mother tongue. In comparison to other languages, such as German or Japanese, English contains a variety of incredibly complex language structures. Homophones may be one of the more confusing aspects of this. Homophones are two or more words which sound alike, but have two completely different meanings. In fact, a surprising number of English speakers do not know the difference between many words we use on a daily basis, regardless of how long they've been speaking. For example, how many people do you know who can't figure out the difference between there, and there? Probably too many. Another and possibly more tricky example can be found in the incredibly agitating and completely ignorant blind interchange of effect and effect. While we have struggles learning that a chair is feminine in French yet masculine in German, non-native English speakers struggle with these homophones. This is just another one of the many aggravating pitfalls English never fails to produce. Grammar is another factor that adds to English's complexity. For example, the sentence, all the faith he had no effect on the outcome of his life, is not something you'd hear most likely if you're speaking colloquially to a human being. Although it sounds impractical, it is indeed grammatically correct. The first and third hads are auxiliary verbs, while the second and fourth hads are main verbs. Stylistically speaking, the sentence would be less confusing if it were written as, all the faith he had no effect on the outcome of his life. How many words would you expect to be used commonly in any language? English differs from most languages in this field. The Oxford English Dictionary contains 171,476 words, yet 3,000 are used to read 95% of all common text. The most commonly used French dictionary contains only 100,000 words, and to read 90% of all common French text, you only need to know about 600 words. While French replaces older terms with new ones, English hoards them in the back of the dictionary and tries to keep them in fashion. If we only needed to know 600 words to be fluent in English, things would be a lot simpler. Modern Greek has more than 70 common gestures, ranging from the chopping off the forearm gesture, meaning extreme displeasure, to the placing of the left hand on the knee, closing one eye, looking with the other into the middle distance, and wagging the free hand up and down, meaning, I don't want anything to do with it. German has words such as meaning law delegating beef label monitoring. In French, all types of meat are masculine, while the word for meat itself is feminine. While English lacks these incredibly confusing aspects, it contains many other treacherous and absurd pitfalls waiting to happen to any novice English speaker, and occasionally even speakers who deem themselves as master of language. As Bill Bryson says, English is a hazard waiting to happen, and it's a wonder how we can even begin to comprehend our own mother tongue.